What is up, guys and gals? Devon here, your host of the Nonsense Review. Joining me today, as always, is our friend Rick.
Hello, everybody.
And if you've watched or listened to the Nonsense Review before, you probably know the drill by now, but for those new to the podcast, what we like to do is we like to take a brief moment before we actually watch the bulk of our show and just sort of discuss our week, see what's been going on. So to that end, Rick, how has your week been, buddy?
I've been a bit of a lump this week and done very little, but apparently I seem to have neglected last week to talk about the launch of Hololive English's second generation, which has happened.
Oh, this is the Chaos Time Order bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah, so they've made a council of cosmic entities personified, and they're there to counteract the Holomyth gang of Gen 1.
Yeah, I briefly caught the Holomyth gang sort of talking about the concept behind Holo Council, and they really thought that they were going to be like a school council type theme, and boy were they off mark.
Yeah, absolutely. I like how they revealed it as well. They created a viral marketing campaign that was basically a lot like when Curiosity was a big thing. Remember that?
I don't know what you're on about.
They had a video about a cube, and then people on Reddit made a religion out of it.
Oh, right, so kind of like the Omanite from that Twitch Plays Pokemon Let's Play.
Yeah, praise Helix.
God, humans are weird, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then at the end of that, they finally revealed the silhouettes, and they released like a week later. Weirdly, there's two Aussies in the group, which shouldn't be that weird.
Oh, did you see, by the way, recently, like, Coco's case on, right?
Yeah.
She has been very overt about her sexuality lately.
Oh, yeah, recently, yeah.
So no longer is it in any doubt that she is on the liking women side of things.
Yeah, it's just one more thing we have in common.
Oh, no, I'm like, good for her, because obviously they all make jokes about their sexuality on Hololive, because it's funny. You know, apparently they're not allowed to be overt, so that's good for her.
It's one of those things that it's kind of an open secret, but also just a running gag. And as a person in the real world, I don't like it being reduced to a gag, but by the same token, you kind of understand it when the stuff's got to be ostensibly for all ages.
But that makes me feel gross just hearing that, because the fact that you're attracted to people of the same gender, there's nothing fucking inappropriate or age restrictive about that. Like, that's just how people be.
The idea is that if you're exposing kids to it, that should be something that you should be choosing to expose yourself to as an adult. Like, I don't agree with it, but oh well.
Dude, we had this conversation during our She-Ra retrospective.
I always like when a show just serves things to kids in a way that they can understand when it's an adult thing.
But it's not an adult thing, is it?
Yeah, but not everything that adults do is an adult thing.
I know it's not you taking this standpoint, you're playing devil's advocate and you're voicing the opinion of big wig producer man. The idea that having a same-sex relationship showed to you at a young age will influence how your own sexuality will be is fucking ridiculous.
I'm thinking less about that and more, there's a bit of a weird line between pretending that you're not sexually active for the character and just outright admitting that yes you are, and it's directed at your co-workers.
But showing that you love someone is not being sexual. I think we can agree on that, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And I think that's where the core problem is on a certain level of things, people look at showing affection for someone as, oh, you can't do that, that's too sexual. Which is a weird stance to take.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Calamari. Calamari? Have I fucked that up?
Takamori, yeah.
Takamori, fucking hell, why did I...
Glory to Takamori.
They're always fucking pining for each other, but there's nothing... Well, I say pining. Like, one of them is pining for the other, and the other one is super fucking like, yeah, okay, cool, let's watch Shrek.
That was one of my favourite bits, though.
Yeah, with fucking Kiara professing her undying love and Callie being like, yeah, cool, do you want to watch Shrek? There's nothing wrong with that shit. You can look at it through two viewpoints. It could be two friends just being very close and touchy-feely, or if you want to look at it from another perspective, it's one person romantically pursuing another. There's nothing wrong with either viewpoint.
The third rose-tinted spectacle is that it is both ways, and they're just hamming up the combativeness for the bit.
Bear in mind, Rick, you and I look at things very differently in that I approach this the same way I approach wrestling, and that is, it's all a show.
Oh, it's totally all kayfabe.
And I think that's the key part that people need to take away when dealing with VTubers is that's not the person. Like wrestlers, it is likely the person with their personality notched up to fucking 11.
Oh yeah, totally.
But that's not what the person is like behind the camera. And also stop being creepy and trying to find out what they're like behind the camera. That's not cool. Unless they're super into it, in which case go nuts. I felt the need to voice that.
The only reason we know that Coco is Kason is because she relaunched her career after retirement, essentially.
I do get a little smile every time I see a Kason clip come across my recommends.
Thank you, YouTube algorithm.
Like, actually.
So, let's draw a line under VTubers and say, what was your week like?
My week has been full of ups and downs. You know about the downs because I literally told you about it last night and I was kind of depressed about it. Like, the wrestling world has been talking about it all day and it will probably keep being spoken about for a couple of weeks at least. But I'd feel bad if I didn't at least acknowledge it, and that is the whole scenario surrounding the wrestler known as Daphne. I think I told you yesterday, Rick, I browse certain websites to just keep up to date on wrestling because I can't be asked to watch fucking 20 hours of wrestling a week. I just can't. And someone said in one of the comment sections, by the way, Daphne posted a very scary video. I don't think she's in the right frame of mind right now. And I was like, well, that's not cool. I hope she's getting the help she needs. And then literally about 12 hours later, the news comes out that she took her own life. And it's just another one of those tragic reminders that you just don't know what people are fucking going through, man.
And you can try and offer as much help and support as you like, and to the wrong person at the wrong time, nothing is enough.
It's not good. All I can say is I hope that any relatives and friends of Daphne are doing as well as they can.
Yeah.
It's just sad. Like, there's no... I could try and, wax poetic about it, but it's just... It feels so like it was so avoidable.
Well, here's the thing. The avoidable part was long in the past. If there was a way to help a person like that's gotten to that breaking point, it was long before the breaking point itself. And just stopping the breaking point at the time that it becomes the crisis point, it's just changing the ending date. Okay, maybe it's a bit of a grim way to put it, but you can change when you get to the top of the mountain, but you can't change the fact that you're doing the climbing. What I will do is take the opportunity to say that if you are affected by anything like this, then absolutely just reach out to people. We are all your friends. You have friends and family, and basically if you don't have friends and family that you can talk to, then there are professionals that are trained to deal with mental health issues and are there for you.
And I'm gonna leech off your statement a little bit in that some friends are your friends and are not good at dealing with mental issues in general. It feels like a really horrible way of naming it, but that is the official name. Yeah, some friends aren't equipped to deal with it. Like, I'm not good at dealing with this kind of thing. Like, my solution if someone says I feel bummed out is, okay, let's go grab a burger. That's all I can do. So by all means, if your friend acts not necessarily flippant, but like not how you expect them to, like, they might just be not well equipped to deal with the thing.
It's not a reflection of them as a person or how much or how little they care. It could just be the fact that it's not in their makeup to be able to be the one that helps you through it. And sometimes them trying to deflect things like that is just their way of subtly nudging you to maybe seek help from someone else. It doesn't mean stop seeking help. You've got two arms. You can reach out with both of them.
I'm gonna use a terrible example, but there's a Marvel comic where Deadpool's hanging out on top of a building, right? He notices that there's a woman just standing on a ledge about 2 feet away. Well, not 2 feet, but you get what I mean, right? Relatively close to him.
Yeah.
And he walks up to this woman. Everybody knows Deadpool is not a hero. He's fucked up in his own way. And he makes jokes and he says, oh, listen, this building's not a great place to do this. Why don't you go over to Parker Industries and jump off of that building? It's way better. And on the surface, it's like, wow, Deadpool, you're a fucking asshole. But Deadpool knows Peter Parker's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker works at Parker Industries, shockingly. So if she jumps off that building, Spider-Man's going to whip in and save her. And Spider-Man is way better at dealing with this shit than Deadpool. She, of course, doesn't take his advice, so Deadpool goes, okay, if you're going to do this, then at least spend the night with me first. And they go around doing stupid Deadpool shit, and at the end of the night, the woman is still resolved that, no, she doesn't want to keep going. So Deadpool decides to be the villain and drives her to the local hospital.
Yeah.
Again, some people do their best, but they know they're not equipped to deal with this shit. And I know I'm using a shitty comic book to fucking explain my stance, but, as far as things go, it's a pretty easy one to point to.
It's not a shitty one, actually, because, Deadpool is one of the characters where he's got so many things wrong with his head that it's actually very easy to project any mental issue onto him. He's also kind of one of the best equipped to bring someone through it through black humour.
Yeah, right, we've been talking for a long time, Rick.
Yep.
On slightly happier news, I've been playing a fuck ton of Spider-Man.
Yeah, you have.
Specifically in the Miles Morales game. That game's good.
Yeah.
I've played it for probably 3 days. And it says I'm 69% done. Man, that game feels short.
Yeah, it's essentially another expansion It's bigger than the DLCs, but it's along the same lines as what an expansion pack used to be.
Anyway, the game's fun. Moving on to the last thing I want to talk about, because, I would have spent more time on it, but unfortunately we got sidetracked by VTubers and then actual real-life depressing shit. The internet, or should I say Reddit, has been gripped by a meme.
Oh, is this the crate challenge?
The internet, or Reddit, has been gripped by 2 memes. What I do know about is the fucking Jacko pose.
The Jacko pose?
Have you not seen this?
I've not seen the Jacko pose.
Okay, well, it might be because I hang around unsavory subreddits, but it's basically a bunch of artists taking characters they enjoy and drawing them in a very specific pose. Very specifically, it's like borderline splits, sort of bent over, and it's from the front. So, yeah, it's very sexy.
Yeah, so you just put your favourite OC in the hee-hee.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're fully clothed. They never draw them naked, which is odd.
Okay.
Well, it's odd considering the subreddits I'm a part of, Rick.
Okay, it is odd, yeah. I'm okay with them not posting it to the front page-worthy stuff.
But yeah, it's interesting. Just insert the meme of Chris Pratt saying, I don't know what started this, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining, it's very good. It's led to some good artwork, some funny artwork as well. There's quite a few of just like unathletic character and athletic character next to each other. The athletic character absolutely laning it like a beast, and the unathletic character going, why my thighs burn? But yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about this week. Depressing shit, played a bunch of Spider-Man, sexy anime girls in poses.
Yeah.
So, to that end, Rick, what the fuck are we doing today, bud?
We're doing the last of the first episodes, or at least the last of the first episodes that are available right now. Sonic Boom!
And this is a very interesting one, isn't it? Because I think this is the first time we're watching a Sonic thing where I've watched all of it and you've watched fuck all.
Yep, I've seen a couple of episodes, I think possibly this one, but yeah, without too much further ado, Sonic Boom, Season 1, Episode 1, The Sidekick. 3, 2, 1, and go!
I didn't want to throw you off your rhythm, but it's a weird one with Sonic Boom because they don't use series and episodes. It's just here's everything.
Yep.
Now it's going to be cut out the episode, guys, but we just had a little bit of a fuck up where for some reason Rick's Netflix defaulted to an episode halfway through.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But on that note, Sonic Boom's quite unique in that you can watch these in any order.
Yeah, pretty much.
There is no overarching plotline.
As long as you get your head around the fact that Styx is a person.
Styx is one of the best parts of the goddamn show.
Oh, she absolutely is. For the things that I've seen of this show.
She is a crossover between a conspiracy theorist and a straight-up savage.
Yeah. She's mistrustful of modern society.
To be fair, Eggman's part of it, so...
Oh yeah, totally. I like the idea that they took with Eggman here, where they, instead of making him a big old fat guy like they normally do, they kind of turned the egg a different direction and made him buff.
I get you, man.
It's an interesting reimagining of the same character, because all the other characters that need a reimagining somehow.
I hate the fact that he's Blue Leader in Yellow Sky. When, he's yellow and the fucking plane's blue. I shouldn't be bothered, but fuck you, Tails. I never actually...
They're showing the tech already.
I was going to say, I never actually played Sonic Boom, but I assume this is shit that you could do in the Sonic Boom game.
Yeah, you got a little... I think they call it the Enna Beam. And it's like a little grappling hook that you get that's made of lightsaber material or whatever.
I like the designs of the robots in this, by the way.
Yeah, they're very good, like, Monster of the Week kind of things that would make a decent boss if they actually put any work into the game. I do love the little gags like that.
In case you guys weren't aware, Sonic Boom was a fucking mess as a game.
Yeah. Like, by all accounts, this show is the best part of the Sonic Boom sub-franchise.
Yeah. Long before I even thought of watching Sonic Boom, you sent just an image dump of a bunch of jokes from Sonic Boom, and there was a legit question of, is this actually in the show? And it's like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, there's one scene that I fucking adore, and that is, Amy Rose is cooking for Sonic and Tails, and I think Knuckles is there as well, because fuck it. And there's like a producer man pigeon type thing who's just like, no, you are a woman, you should not be in the kitchen, you're reinforcing negative stereotypes. And Amy's just like, while I agree with you on principle, I'm actually the only one of us who can cook and enjoy it, so that's why I do it. And then she gets yelled at by the pigeon.
And doesn't Knuckles also come to her defense and go, what? I'm a feminist, not an idiot.
That's like in a different episode.
Okay.
I think they're playing football at the time. English football, not American.
Fair.
I believe this is also the last time we get the dude voicing Sonic, right?
Jason Griffith?
You sent me a link saying that he was stepping down as Sonic.
I think it was that they tried to make... He's looking at his fucking... Sorry, I was looking at the little gag of him looking for new sidekicks. And he just looked like a trading card.
A little bit.
His wrist thing looks a bit like Nero's wrist thing from the MSQ. Where he interrupts the Link Pearl conversation with Sid.
Oh, fuck. I've blotted out everything 14 related, bro. I think this actually has Eggman attempting to... That's a good one. I think Eggman actually tries to sign up to be a sidekick.
Yep. Why is Knuckles in the running? Idiot.
If I remember rightly, Knuckles goes, actually, I want you to be my sidekick. That's actually very impressive.
Yeah, it is. I love how it implies that she either had a really long interview or she queued up twice.
Yeah, there we go. That's the gag.
Yep. Yep.
I really like his arm wraps.
Yeah. The idea is that they had to redesign Knuckles to make him look a little bit different to the normal design.
Yeah. It's just Tails in a cloak.
Yeah, Emperor Palpatine.
I like how they address that he's not a doctor. I mean, he is, but he's not.
Yeah, he's got a PhD in being evil scientist.
I like how his voice is so fucked up because of his buck teeth.
Yep. Actually.
Hey, do you guys remember Sonic Riders?
Dude, I had that game.
So did I. It was fun for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. When you realise the computer, even on normal mode, knew all the shortcuts.
It's one of those where it suffers from rubber banding.
Yeah, it's real bad rubber banding.
I liked it as a concept, but playing it was a fucking chore.
Standard thing with Sonic in racing games. Why doesn't he just get off?
Because, Rick, it is a competition, and the competition states you need to use a vehicle.
Yeah.
And Sonic is nothing if not honourable. Also, it's one of those arguments that's so easy to toss out, because there's rules to the competition, and Sonic plays by the rules.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
The better question is, why doesn't Shadow do that shit?
He does use his skates.
Yeah, but not in the fucking racing game, though, with the cars.
Oh yeah, not in the car one, yeah. In Sonic Riders, he uses his skates, and when you unlock Shadow, you unlock skates for everyone.
Ah, fair enough. I didn't realise that fetal position had an O in it. Oh no. Did that freeze for you as well? Was that a purposeful part of the episode, or was my laptop just being a bitch?
I think your Netflix is frozen. Oh, it's picked up the minion from earlier.
Yeah, he has. No, it's caught up now. It's just it stuttered a little bit when they were zooming off into the distance. So I was like, is that on purpose? It's really hard to tell. Oh no, not again.
Going into boost drive.
Take your fucking belt off, you prick. Oh my god, it was a ploy all along. Who could have predicted?
The plan definitely did have holes.
Boy, that didn't take him too long to upgrade.
No. That's the thing, he's not quite MODOK level of I can make anything in no time. But his one of his big powers between all media is that he can just build stuff.
Yeah. Man, if he couldn't build shits, he'd build shits. Fuck. Build stuff, he'd be real shit. Alright, Sonic can't swim. That's always been a plot point.
Yeah. He even mentioned it a moment ago, but yeah.
Man, that is a really satisfying spin animation.
Yeah.
Less so there, but... I'll get you, and your little doggy too!
He'll feed me ham. Evil ham.
Man, Robotnik is turning into Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah.
But that's fine, Doofenshmirtz is a great villain.
Yeah, he is. Until he's no longer a villain.
Well, he's barely even a villain even when he is a villain, let's be honest.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be the beaver, isn't it? My god, that would be irritating after a bit, wouldn't it? Knuckalina is a great name! Oh, I want a Knuckalina action figure! Like, fuck, oh.
There's a lot of female Knuckle types in the Archie Sonic comics.
Yeah, I suppose, but dude, can't be asked to read those.
No, there's far too many of them, and they get weird.
You've also got to bear in mind, Amy is basically a Knuckles. Like, it does not take an insignificant amount of strength to lift up a goddamn Warhammer.
Yeah, they've even got like 85% the same hairstyle right now as well.
They do. Listen, man, we're not furries, but if you had to date a Sonic character...
It's not going to be Amy, she's a bit of a bitch.
It depends on which incarnation of her there is, because there's some versions of her that is less bitchy, but she is always clingy.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get Styx's trust, she'd probably be a pretty good one.
Yeah, but Styx feels like she's about 10.
Well, okay.
She feels young, man. Like, they don't say she's young, but she feels like she's, like, maybe mid-teens at best.
Yeah, so I think the clear winner is therefore Rouge the Bat.
The clear winner is clearly Creams' mum.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, I feel like we went on a bit of a tangent, but we wanted to fill the air between episodes a little bit. We're going to do a second episode because 11 minutes is short as fuck. So, next up is The Curse of the Buddy Buddy Temple, and I feel the need to say the name because Rick's Netflix is being silly, so that is the episode, right?
Yeah, for mine it goes from season 1, from the Sidekick to Can an Evil Genius Crash on Your Couch for a Few Days?
Well, I'm going to go back to fucking Netflix. Why have you fucked up Sonic Boom? No, it fucked up with me on this one. Yeah, it skipped from the Sidekick all the way to The Curse of the Buddy... Right, okay. The next episode we're watching is actually Can an Evil Genius Crash on Your Couch for a few days? I'm on 0000, so ready for your count, Rick.
Yep, I'm also on zeros. So, Sonic Boom, Season 1, allegedly Episode 2, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Man, I love Netflix, but fuck me, I think this is the first time in a while it's let me down.
And it let both of us down in the same recording session as well.
Very weird, ain't it?
Maybe it's just a testament to how interchangeable these episodes kind of are.
Maybe. Okay, that was a screenshot.
For me, it was super blurry.
Yeah. Man, even Sonic's feet are bandaged up. Near the ankles.
They bandaged up the hands and the feet, pretty much.
Weird. Man, while the effect is not the best in the world, I do like the attention to detail that his coat is kind of soaked.
But only where his massive top bulk is.
Mm. Scout's honor. Huh!
Check my pants. It's okay.
Like, that's not a good like, the very first thing he promised he goes back on, which means that fucker needs to be out.
Yep.
Wow, that's a fucking costume choice.
Oh no, the trapdoor.
Man, this prick. This isn't a restaurant, you prick. That's how you answer.
How does he know that it's farm raised?
Because he's a prick.
Yeah.
The thing I love about Styx is 9 times out of 10, these ramblings end up being prophetic.
Yeah. Oh, that face.
Fucking dickhead, mate.
Pillowing everything.
Now, the snoring and laughing in your sleep thing is something he cannot control. That's not fair to pin on him.
It's a good gag though.
Oh, absolutely.
The fucking. The only thing that's not one of his things is a radish in the fridge.
As someone who has to share a fridge space, I wish I had the patience to do that with all my shit, because I hate when my things get nicked.
Yeah.
Which is very rare.
Over 10 years ago, and it still bugs me about the time that someone ate an entire pack of mini cheesecakes and left the empty packet in the fridge.
Oh, I can't stand that. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Just throw the fucking thing away if it's empty, you prick. There's nothing worse than going, ooh, Maltesers. Oh, it's an empty bag.
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of things worse, but you get what I mean.
Amy being the therapist.
I think that's kind of her shtick this season, in this incarnation, I should say. Even during the meeting when they started, he had his feet on the fucking table.
Yep.
That's kind of fucked up, but he is correct. They do not count as people.
Not you.
What a fucking asshole!
That was such a weirdly different voice that he was doing when he was when he was singing, but oh well.
Yeah. Is that a board game of the video game? Because it feels like it.
Yep. He's even got, like, rings on there and everything.
Yeah. It's a horrible thing to say in front of them, but it's correct.
I love how one of them just goes, he's right.
I have no doubt there are people like this in real life, though.
I mean, yeah. But also, I'm pretty sure he's doing it as a front for while his automatic rebuild is underway.
Dude, the bags under their eyes are horrifying. They've literally just done that with like a little fucking spray paint tool in whatever animation software they're using.
Yep.
Dude, finally, someone with less sleep than you today.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but yeah. Stick, stop being paranoid.
Might as well be the catchphrase of the show. Timing is everything, Eggman.
I lied!
The word fibbed is way cuter than lied, though, for some reason. Fucking hell, dude! Move, move, move. Oh, Jesus, that was a bit close, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Now, I loved the robot design last episode, but this episode, it looks quite shit.
Yep.
Oh, Eggman, you're not that incompetent, bro. Oh, because that's what you get for getting the help to fucking make your robot for you.
Mm-hmm.
The rock music's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
If generic as fuck.
Let's roll.
Why is it? He's decided to finally make a yellow plane. Dude, Knuckles is with you. Just make him deal with it.
Yeah, he's got literally the big old knuckle hands.
Yeah. What a Sonic mechanic.
Yep.
Dude, I'm legitimately getting tired watching these two characters be tired.
You're telling me.
Yeah, I actually had proper sleep last night.
That was clutch.
It was.
That was a pretty cool visual, though. Just power sliding in his sleep.
Yeah. Look at that dick!
No,
I meant literally, the fucking Switch looked like a penis in that shot.
Okay.
See?
I mean, it's a joystick, really, ain't it?
Wait, why are the kill switches to the robot in the base? Right, so her gimmick is she's tired of Tasmanian Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Eggman, you're there! Do it yourself, you prick! Like, wouldn't Styx be good at this?
Normally, yes.
She'd be able to hold one down and swing a boomerang at the other one or some shit.
Yeah, but she's also outside taunting the robot.
Fair. That was fucking easy.
Yeah, if that's all it took.
Knuckles could have done it with an uppercut.
Yeah.
Vegeta, yes!
You live on an island paradise, just camp out. There's even a cave that he could have gone and lived in.
He could have, he's a genius, dude. He can fix that shit if he tried. I'm pretty sure this is animated in Korea or something, because that was a list of Korean names just there.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the end of our 2 episodes, so I need to ask the all-important questions. First and foremost, Rick, do you have a favourite moment?
My favourite moment, it was gonna be when Styx starts yelling at her shadow, but then the better one came up where she gets flustered over her own words, tries to say that she is unobliteratable, and then gives up and says, "You can't kill me." How about you? What was your favourite moment?
I mean, it's low-hanging fruit, but I did like Knuckles' display of stupidity by showing up to the Sidekick tryout in an attempt to recruit Sonic as his sidekick.
Yeah.
Knuckles Jr., no less.
Yeah.
No point in beating around the bush. MVP.
Probably Dr. Robotnik.
He's not Robotnik in this.
Well, Dr. Eggman. Yeah, the Eggman, because he drove both plots for obvious reasons. Like the first plot, if he wasn't part of the tryouts, then Tails wouldn't have had something to compete against that was actual competition fodder. And in the second plot, there wouldn't have been a plot at all without him trying to do his super evil, killy everything plot. So, yeah, Dr. Eggman is my MVP. How about you?
I think Amy.
Sure.
She was quite funny doing... in the first episode, I fucking loved her fucking... This is all my skills. Not relevant to the position, but these are my skills.
Yep.
And then in the second episode, her playing fucking therapist. Well, that was just fucking chef's kiss. But yeah, I suppose there's not much else to say, guys, other than thanks for sticking with us so far, especially considering we started out on a pretty downer fucking note. But yeah, if you want to get in contact with us, there's always the comment section down below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening via any of the podcasting related sites, then please feel free to shoot us an email at none other than nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that email is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Hopefully we'll see you next week where we do another first episode of a thing. That's kind of our shtick.
Except when we don't. Goodbye.